Hi, I'm Jason Bellamy, coming to you from National Student Conclave, and I'm joined by the president of APTA, Sharon Dunn. So you've been here for a few days in Omaha. Just first of all, general impressions, what's it been like to be around so many energetic, engaged students?
So this was one of my favorite national meetings because of the energy, and the students are so excited to find out what APTA does for them, but mostly they're networking with each other. It's fun for them to come and talk to other students across the country and see if what they're getting in their program is comparable to other programs. So watching those awkward moments when they begin to meet each other, and then by the third day, they're best of pals. So that's fun for me to watch.
It's been fun to watch, and then you've also engaged with them. Right now there's a sort of unofficial contest for all NSC attendees to get selfies taken with you, so you're smiling for a lot of pictures. Last night you did a town hall meeting with the students, and incredible questions. I mean, the depth of questions, the variety of questions. Let's talk about just a few of those. One of the questions was just sort of on the classic membership value thing. We get that from all sorts of members, but of course for students it's a new generation, and so talk about how's the association going to have to adapt, and what's APTA doing to respond?
So one of the parts of our strategic plan is to transform the association to make APTA a relevant organization. And relevant means different things to different people. So making sure that we're engaging students across the association and showing them what APTA can do for their career. The other thing that we're doing for new professionals is a re-team, a task force that we're looking at to see from the new professionals what they need from the organization. And finally, what we're doing for student members, because we hear how loan indebted they are and how crazy their bills are once they get out, is we're trying to soften the edge of membership from student to full member. So we have a pilot study that we're doing right now that takes membership and gradually increases to a full member dues over 5 years. So we're spreading that out to try to soften that burden. We've learned that a 5-year window is when people are able to engage and really see the difference of what APTA means for their career. So if we can keep them engaged for 5 years, set the hook, show them the relevance, then they're more likely to be retained in the organization. So those are the things we talked about.
Another thing you really talked about, one theme of NSC has been sort of the physical therapist for a lifetime theme, and in that way physical therapists should develop relationships with their patients that never really end. But you also talked about physical therapists really collaborating more and being part of that. So how important is collaboration, and how much will this generation need to be part of that?
This generation is leading the way. They're showing us how important collaboration is, because the Student Assembly had an initiative this year to engage other professions. So we had athletic trainers at this meeting, we had occupational therapists at this meeting, and we had our peers from Canada to the north who came to this meeting. So this generation already knows the impact and the importance of collaboration. But we talked about accreditation criteria across disciplines in the United States are changing because healthcare delivery is changing to team-based care, ultimately the patient getting what they need when they need it from the right practitioner. And so if we're going to be practicing in teams, the best place to start is in school. And they're already showing us how to do that.
So that's one of the things that students are doing very well. And at the end of the town hall, a brave student stood up and said, okay, you've told us a lot of the things we're doing well. What do we not do very well? And you had a great answer for that. What advice did you give them?
I gave them 2 pieces of advice. One piece of advice was that they're relatively risk averse, and goes for the whole profession, quite frankly. And one of my mentors and dear friends, Steve Levin, used to say, jump and the net will appear. So I shared that with the students, that they need to be a little less risk averse, to take chances, to go out and knock down barriers and show the public and the community what they can do as physical therapists. The other piece of advice I gave was to make sure you ask the hard questions when you step into that first career opportunity, and not be afraid to ask what's being billed and what's being collected under your license, so that they understand their true value to the corporation or the organization they're stepping into, because they have earned licensure through school and some debt and some sacrifice, so they have earned the opportunity to ask those hard questions. So I encourage them to do that.
Thank you. So if you were not here at NSC and you want to connect with Sharon, she's on Twitter. She's very responsive, so that's a great connection opportunity for you. Thanks for how you've connected with students here. For more updates like this, you can go to the NSC website. I'm Jason Bellamy. Thanks for watching.